All right, folks, here's our newest rebuild on CV Rebuilds. For some reason I lost the video when I was at the auction when they were loading it, but that's okay. It is a black metallic. I don't know if you can tell that. Paint's kind of dirty. Chevy Cruze 2018. I want to say it's got right around 30-some thousand miles on it. We got it. You can see here we've got some flat tires. I don't think the beads are broke, but I don't think the tires are great. I'm hoping they're good enough to get me off the trailer here, because I don't really have any other way to do that. Otherwise I got to take off all the tires, go get new ones and put it back on. Some kind of damage right here. It doesn't look like it got into the door, just a few maybe scuffs that seem to be coming off. Maybe a little polishing compound will get that off. More than likely it damaged the headlight here, but won't know until we start taking it apart. One thing I was pretty impressed with is the crash bar. It looks fairly straight. I won't know more again until I get into taking it apart, but it doesn't look like it took that hard of an impact. Maybe a hitch on a truck or something came up here and got this area, so that's probably the most damage there. Not exactly sure what happened over here either. Of course, you never know at the auctions. It does have a broken windshield. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you can see it. And it's clear full of junk. I wasn't able to open it up or start it up at the auction, besides just the trunk here. Open the trunk. You can see I put the strap in here, but there's a lot of junk in the trunk here. I think that's part of our car, the crash absorber or something, or maybe it's for another vehicle. We'll start checking that stuff out, but just a lot of junk that'll need cleaned out. But I guess if you're into tinted windows and everything, it's got tinted windows. So I don't know. We're gonna try to get the tires aired up. I only got one tire that's aired up, just the driver's front. Try to air up the other tires so I can get in the car. We'll check the oil and all that stuff and see if we can't get it started. So hang tight, I'll get you guys set up. well, that was a little bit more work than I wanted, but since the hood is broken anyways, I didn't feel too bad cutting the hood latch catch off. We'll be getting a new hood latch. I don't like messing around with those after an accident. Some of that's due to me, and then some of it's due to, you know, whatever else happened to it. This has a turbocharged engine. As you can see, here's the turbo and the vacuum solenoid for the blow off. But the reason we're underneath here is to look at the coolant. We've got coolant. Let's look at the oil. And it seems that we've got a good amount. It's kind of dirty, but it's a turbocharged engine, and those engines, you can see right there, we're not off the dipstick, so we've got plenty to start it up. I just hate starting cars without oil in them. You never know what you can do to them. Looks like we broke a tab on the headlight here. We might be able to reinforce that and put that back together, save some cost on the headlight, but not sure where the battery is. Here's the jump post. I don't see the battery here, but hopefully we don't need it. The car was a run and drive at the auction, so let's see if we can get it to start up. I wish you guys could smell it. It does smell, I guess I was off with the mileage. It's 66,118. You see it right there. Let's see here. Change oil soon, so it needs an oil change. It was getting one anyway, so I wasn't going to run it without. Well, that was pretty anticlimactic. It started right up. Let's give a look underneath here. There's not any puddles from the drive. It was about an hour and a half, 2 hours drive after I picked it up. So even if there was a little bit of fluid, I would have expected it to come out. There's all kinds of goodies. Oh, look at that. $1. Who knows what other goodies we're gonna find. That trunk is full of stuff. Highlighter. As for codes, we do have a check engine light. I'm not sure what that is. We need some gas. It smells like somebody smoked in it, which is okay, just a little unfortunate. There's the trunk pop. There's a little bit of a ding right here on the corner of the door, but for the most part there's no personal effects. It's just dirty and needs detail for sure. There's some goodies there. Nothing in that one. Did notice there's some pennies up here in the door hold. We got that $1. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this car off the trailer, get it down on the ground, and give it a look. So I'll set you guys back up and I'll try to get this off the trailer. Alright, so kind of just a couple things I noted is that this rocker's pretty well beat in. I'm not sure what we're going to do to repair that. Of course, this fender, the headlight, the car's upset because the hood is open. Seems to be running nice and smooth, and a real quiet car. Never owned one of these. But I don't know that we can get that hood latch to stop beeping because I kind of cut it off. I guess I could probably shove that piece of metal back in. Maybe we'll give that a shot real quick. It does look like this trim snapped out here. Maybe this fender's a little out of alignment, but on the inside, there's Not a ton of buttons. So we don't have any of the buttons on the steering wheel. The airbag did not deploy, neither did the dash airbag, which is good. It's one of the things I kind of look for when I'm doing this. There's some kind of zebra fur thing here. I don't know if they're seat covers. There's a prescription bottle, some tire plug tools, a couple of prescriptions. I think that's the other part of the latch button. I don't know if it's broken or what. I think it just kind of goes back in here. Something. We'll figure it out later. Yeah, it seems like there's supposed to be a better button there. Some more money, some ash from some cigarettes. It does have, let me see here, it does have a backup camera, so that's nice. I think it's just upset about the hood. I don't know. I'm not sure. It appears that it's still upset just a little bit. I'm not really sure what we can do for it. But we'll probably shut it off, put the hood latch back in and see if that's it. I mean, that might just be it. We have to trick the hood latch. I think it's shut for right now, because it doesn't want me going into drive or trying to drive with the hood open and having it hit the windshield. So let's check it out. We'll get this little piece of the hood latch here. Just use bolt cutters for that. I probably should have had a bigger size, but I don't have a bigger size right now, so that's what I've got. So I'll put this right here. Oh yeah, you can see this hood latch is really broken. The mechanism is really damaged, so we're not going to be able to kind of fool it. Not right now, but we don't have any major cooling leaks. We do have a dent down here in the intercooler, because again, this is turbocharged, so it's got an intercooler. I don't know, this crash bar is really bent in. It's probably bent some, but I think I might have a way to get one, and as long as it's not terribly bad and it didn't get into the frame rails, we're going to be in really good shape putting this back together. Definitely looks like we need a fascia or bumper cover. We'll need a hood, partially because of me and partially because it was already broke. But it looks like we've got a pretty good base here. The car runs well. I mean, I know we haven't ran it very much, but it runs super quiet, and it started at the auction, or after the auction. I didn't even charge it. I'm not even sure where the battery is, so that's always a good sign. I guess if you want to see a little bit more about this car, you can see right here we've got quite a bit of misalignment here with the hood, which is fine, but we'll need to get a windshield. That kind of stinks. I'm sure that happened when the accident happened. It put pressure on the windshield and broke it, but that's okay. But car looks really clean. It'll be something new on the channel. We'll probably do some of the body work. I've got an idea of maybe what parts I need to get, and we'll have to see how it goes. We'll start taking it apart in the next episode, but I want to give you guys a heads up of what's coming on the channel. I know there's been a little bit of a hiatus, but since the pandemic has kind of I will say released and you can go into public more, I've been real busy with my job and haven't been able to make as many videos, but I'll try to get back to it now that we've got a new project to work on. So in case you're wondering, I've got quite a bit of help here as well. Got some chickens that are checking out the car. Got all kinds here, so we'll get back to you guys here soon as we take this apart and see kind of where the damage is. I don't think the frame rails go that far. I think they only go maybe to about in here, and so if that's the case, if we can get a new crash bar and bumper and some other parts here, we should be in good shape. I'll let you guys know here in the next one. We'll take it apart see what kind of parts we need to get. Thanks for watching, and consider subscribing if you want to see more about this car, and leave a comment if there's something that you can tell me about the car, like where the battery is. I haven't even looked it up yet, but as of right now I don't need it because the car starts. So we'll get back to that here in the future. Thanks for watching.